Welcome to the Laugh Track Podcast.
How loud was that?
Oh,
Start over.
Puberty. I lost my train of thought.
You said welcome to the Laugh Track Podcast.
Oh, I'm Brian Michael Maddox, and this episode is sponsored by
At your service, party helpers.
And our guest is finally
Eliza Andrus. Sorry, guys. Brandon asked me to do this a couple months ago. I had to cancel something.
Yeah.
I don't remember why. I was literally going to go back and look.
It was gonna be me, you, and Jaden.
Okay.
And then it ended up just being Jaden, and the podcast was like way better.
Right. And you guys still talked about me.
And we did talk about you.
Let's remember that. So let's talk about our sponsor. So God is good. This episode is sponsored.
That great.
That means $0 came out of Brandon's pocket to book this space.
Thank God.
And our sponsor is At Your Service, party helpers. Are you having a party? Do you like to party? And do you want to be at your own party? You can book a grill cook, a bartender, kitchen help. What else? Servers. All for your party so that you can be at your own party. You don't have to do a thing. Helpers for your Helpers for your in-home or off-premise party. We handle everything from setup to cleanup and everything in between. No party is too big or too small. They are wrapping up their 17th year in business, fully insured, fully trained party staff for all your staffing needs. If you want to book a party, you can go to atyourservicepartyhelpers.com, or you can give her a text. You can reach her only by text. Don't even bother with email. She gets too many at 732-245-5365.
And it's a party in here.
And you guys,
in here.
Check this out. He made me get all this stuff. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 extra of these. Should we put our tiaras on?
Yes.
Brandon made me bring tiaras. This one is going to get caught in my hair and it's going to piss me off.
Oh, look good?
Yours looks crazy.
Also,
let me send you our ad read because.
Thank you.
Yeah, we brought treats.
So I got, before coming, by the way, I genuinely, for the bit, almost came in a full suit.
Oh my God, that would have been good.
I thought about it, but I was like, I don't know when we would have
That would have been so funny.
So I got you before this a surprise-able. So
thank you
that
so
is
much.
For, and
A
also for the
surprise-able.
event. Got to throw on the nice shirt.
Are you kidding? Also, mind you that I inspired him to get this because when I was at Five Below buying all of this party decor, I bought him a surprise toy to open. And I bought myself one too, so we would both have one to open, but I'm a pretty princess and I have 2.
And
Did you go through your damn dad's closet again?
I like this shirt.
All right, well, maybe buy a steamer.
All right, well, listen.
I hate those reflective glasses, bro. I see me and not you.
No, I love it.
Yeah, you would.
So, all right, open up your surprise mole because we also are gonna pop open.
Give me that one. Yeah, we're getting crazy. Crazy movie. 3 words to describe this podcast. Yeah, we should have covered the logos.
I thought about that. I was like, you know what? They're all.
I've never heard of this brand. That's the big brand.
That's the brand you wanted me to get.
Well, that's just the brand that I know.
Okay.
Okay.
Which, for reference, it's apple cider.
Yeah, we didn't buy real champagne.
No, I thought about it though.
2 p.m. on a Saturday, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Oh, there's perforation.
So while we do this,
open. Can you move the balloon?
Oh, yes.
Because I can't. I want to be fully connected. And then.
What is he?
Oh my God! What is he? Surprise moles. Which one will you get? April Fox. April is a master builder. She's
Minecraft?
a fox. Yeah.
Lego.
This is awesome. I'm gonna put her back in her little.
I got Black Widow from Civil War.
Is that a W?
That's a W.
Let's go.
I've never had a mini pop before.
Isn't it cute?
It is kind of
I
cute.
thought they were really cool. So. Well, now I have to open the one that I bought for myself.
So while we do this, let's talk about Maddox because I have a tendency to leave that till the end.
Oh God, we are gonna not talk about that.
So when I reached out to you for the first time,
I got the blue one.
What was your? What is that?
Scented. This is a strawberry shortcake. Ooh, smell that.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Blueberry muffin.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah. Yep, going right on my back. Let me just set up my space. with my
So
toys.
when you auditioned for Maddox,
Mm-hmm.
what was like? Because we only knew each other a little bit.
I mean, that's like the reason that you reached out to me, kind of, right? You had this idea, and you were
Yes.
looking for comedians to bring it to light.
Yeah. So that's the thing is when.
Behind me. Oh, are we popping these now? Do you want to open
Yeah,
both? Okay.
Sure. Try them out. Julian, I might need a bottle opener.
Oh my God! Please point that in a different direction.
I also thought.
Do you need a bottle opener?
Do you have one?
Yes.
Yo. All right. One thing about Eliza is got everything in her bag.
I have everything in this bag. I won't leave home without a big purse because if I don't have everything I may possibly need, I'm not going anywhere.
It's also.
This is in my bag, and I have lots of things in it. No, don't even tell me it's not in here.
I'd also like
It's
to
here.
point out that usually. Oh, that's fire.
Yeah.
Usually the podcast like starts off with a normal conversation, goes off the rails pretty quickly.
Yeah. So we should start there.
I'm
so
happy
then
that we
can go.
started off the rails. That's,
I was gonna say we should start on topic and then we can go off the rails. It's probably a oh my.
I saved it. I saved it. I want to let go of it.
Oh, let me put this Twix bar in my bag. And my bag is very organized. I have to clarify that I keep a lot of things in here, but there's very organized.
He quite literally said on the phone call today, he's like, yeah, as long as you
Just don't spill anything.
just don't smell anything.
The first thing we do.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Talk, entertain them.
Oh my God, sorry. Can't you edit this? Okay, so you were saying
Oh, what? Oh, I got it.
this. Jesus, it's my turn. Or should we try this one first, and then when
Sure.
we're done, we'll open this one. Let's do that.
Okay.
Oh,
So
we're gonna have a toast.
when you got these script to audition,
Your arms are
what?
shaking.
I don't want to spill it. What was your initial reaction?
Okay, so I do like to talk. We've talked about this kind of not in depth before, but I do like this topic because in college I majored in musical theater. So within that department, we're always should we cheers before we continue?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, I will cheers.
Salud.
Salute.
Which one is this?
This is the sparkling blush.
It smells crazy, but it doesn't taste crazy. This is ASMR. I'm sorry, you guys.
I will have to edit
Okay,
some of
it's
this.
good. Yeah, it's good. Like it. So I did a lot of short films in college because it's just like what you do when you're in that department. They
Yeah.
put out casting calls to the whole department, and then you audition. It's just a real audition process. If they like you, they like you. If they don't, they don't. And I would do all these short films, bro. You would think that. Am I boring you?
No, you're good. Also, would you
What?
would you be able to sign this? Speaking of doing short films, this is when you were on the board of your high school theater program, right?
Why do you know this? Where did you find this out?
I did some research.
Did you Google me?
I went through some old photos.
Because if you Google me, there's worse pictures that come up.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I went easy on you then.
Yeah, you should Google me.
I think if you Google me, my headshot when I was like 16 comes up.
Googling you right now. So I did a lot of short films, and you would literally think that these film majors have never watched a movie in their lives. These scripts are not great. Mm-hmm. I would audition for these things, and I would read these scripts, and I would be like, wow,
Now,
not good.
not calling out, but you've done a handful of short films, including Too Late, Deja Vu, and The Names We Give.
Were you on my website?
I did research.
You went to my website.
did
You
a
looked at my
little
resume.
All right, listen. Listen, I want to make it clear. It's not a you thing, but you have the most access to your resume. I can't find fucking shit on Adrian,
Right?
Jaden. Like, they have their shit secure. Yours, I did a little bit of research.
Yeah. All you have to do is Google my name.
Because all right, so talk about the your short films, because I've done a couple films that I've wanted to absolutely blow my brains out when I get on set. Because I did a horror film one time, and
That's my next big project I really want to do. I really want to do a horror film. film, movie. I put the two words together.
We did a film, and we filmed in this cabin. It was a 3-day shoot. And what was supposed to be the last day of filming, we showed up to set, and he told everyone 20 minutes, like they were setting up, and he said, hey, by the way, the 3rd day of filming, I'm making today. Like, no one was prepped for it, and it was absolute hell. It was also in the middle of nowhere. Mm-hmm. There was no AC. It was like the middle of summer. Like, it was... It's
a real horror movie. You guys are not acting.
It was on. It was fake blood on everyone. Like, I didn't like doing that film.
Well, I would like to do a really well produced horror film.
That's fair.
The guy behind it kind of looks like you.
It doesn't have a face.
Your aura.
My aura.
So let me finish this thought of the question that you asked me.
Yes.
Because I'm trying to get better at that, is really circling back to the original question. The scripts in college are not good. The movies were not good. Like the ones on my resume are the good ones. They're the really, really good. But you sent me the script, and it was genuinely one of the first times I've read a script, and I was like, wow, this is how people talk, which is really hard to do. Like, people for some reason can't write like that. That's how I write. I write for specific people because I can hear the way that they would say things, and I write it down on paper. I'm really good at that. And it was funny, obviously, and I was like, oh, this is completely based in what I want to do and like what I'm really good at. I was like, this is perfect. This is gonna be really, really awesome. So it actually sparked a lot of passion for me, which is a very rare occasion for short films.
And I do give a lot of credit to Jaden, because when I sent him the initial script,
Your tiara.
What?
It's just crazy.
Is it bad?
Oh, let me take a picture and then you can insert this.
Great.
Yeah.
When I sent Jaden the script, there was well, you know what the opening is and everything. That wasn't there. That was all Jaden. Mm-hmm. And there was a funny push and pull with Jaden, because he came from a very drama background. Very serious.
Right. Comedy's like not really his first thing.
No. And that's why I asked him. I said, like, what made you do this project? He's like, it seemed different. And what was nice is that he did bring really all the characters to a grounded level where in the initial script, he's like, I think it opened in like Brandon was doing a good show. Mm-hmm. And when he wrote it to, I'll say the opening, he's like bombing. You know, that's what shows now like
it's real.
Uptick. Yeah,
there's
the character
realism
is going up. Well, obviously he goes up and down throughout.
That's also a good point. That's like something I wouldn't really think of.
Well, he's like your character. What I love is one time, I think we had like, it was either a Zoom call while we were writing or something. He's like, just here's the thing, Brand. Like, you're a loser. And I was like,
cooked you.
I was like, okay. And then there was like a beat of silence, and I was like,
oh, that's perfect.
I was like, okay. And
like, no, I haven't gotten that far.
Well, that was one thing is the title of the show. One of the ones we went through was Brandon's a loser. Like,
that's actually really good.
We thought about it.
That is really good.
But it was what we wanted to do with the character was like, he can't always be like, Brandon was just going to be a loser.
He can't always be losing.
Yeah.
He's got to win at some point.
So, yeah, that was one thing. And I think we sketched up like a logo for that. And that was actually, that logo was kind of, it was supposed to be like the name in like Broadway or like stage lights or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then Is a Loser was supposed to be
scratched in.
Like scratched in or spray painted or something.
That's really cool.
Yeah. It's like one of those losses you take, but it's like, I'm very happy.
You got to do. But that's good as hell.
Now, you would also, during the production of Maddox, did the Coca-Cola film.
Yes, yeah. Which is currently screening at AMC theaters.
Yeah, you can see yourself on the big. Have you gone and seen it?
No. It's screened for. So
go ahead.
So this is kind of crazy. So there were, I think they're screening all 4. There were 4 spots, and they're screening all 4 at different times. So the first part, the first half of the whatever, was my spot and a different spot. So 2 of us went first. And we were all like, oh shit, like can we curse?
Yes.
Okay. Like, damn, like we're going to go see this. It's going to be awesome. And we all live in different parts of the state. So we were trying to get together in like some middle ground, but it was really difficult. So we were just like, whatever, just go see a movie.
The people who did it as well.
Yes. The cast and crew. We were all trying to go. We were like, it's really cool. Let's go see it. And it ended up being a gamble every single time that somebody went to an AMC. It wouldn't play sometimes, or the other one would play and ours wouldn't.
Okay.
And we were like, that's not right. So the whole month goes by. Our director goes to my local AMC and she goes, it didn't play. Neither of them played. And I was like, that ain't right. So the month ends. The month that it was screening ends. Yeah, put that phone away. I'm talking.
I didn't know if it's in frame or not. I don't know what's in frame.
So I email the people who coordinated the whole thing. I email Coca-Cola. I email Coca-Cola. And I say, let me read the email to you.
Oh my God.
One thing he knows this about me now is I write a mean email. I write a real good email.
Well, actually, that's the other thing. It's only of maybe a couple days ago.
He asked me to get a sponsor.
And you're a part of the team now.
Yeah.
And yeah, your email writing skills are very impressive.
Thank you.
And I'm
really good. I get shit done. And I get it done fast.
You would hate the emails I send.
They would drive me crazy. So I email. Okay. I say, hey, name of the person who is one of the coordinators.
Hey, hello, Mr. Cola.
Mrs.
Cola.
This is Mrs. Cola. Hey, Mrs. Cola. We're having a blast receiving messages from friends and family that they've seen us on the big screen. Do you have a list of which New Jersey AMC's Super Connections, which is the title of our spot, has been distributed to? Every trip to AMC is a gamble, and we want to make a group outing to see it all together, but we have to be sure our spot is playing at that theater. Let me know if you have any intel, and many thanks. She emails me back, and she says, it should be playing everywhere. Well, it most certainly is not. I say, well, John went to this one, and it didn't play. Charlotte went to this one, and it didn't play. Cangelo went to this one, and it didn't play. So what's going on? And she goes, give me a couple days. I'm going to reach out to AMC. And we're going to see what's up. Okay. Go through the whole song and dance. They get back to me a couple days later. Hey, so sorry about the confusion. We gave you guys an extra 10 days in the middle of September that your spot is going to screen. And here's a list of where it's going to play. Sorry about that. It should have been playing everywhere the entire time. So now I got it playing for an extra 10 days.
So
I'm going to see it now.
Or when you emailed her, she was like, oh, fuck, we never put it out.
She was like, oh, fuck, we never didn't play anywhere. No, so I'm starting yesterday. Yesterday was the first day of this next 10 days. So the 20th to the 30th. Now I'm going to see a movie. It is guaranteed playing at my theater. Okay. And that's why I can go see it now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Because you also did that. Nick was in there. And Nick has.
Yes, he was.
A connection to Maddox as well. He was in the test footage that I showed to Jaden to get this greenlit. And yeah, that would. What is it? I sent you. You guys did a promo, and I think I slid up, and I was.
You were like the multiverse of Maddox. Yeah, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot.
Yeah. He did not want to return. I'll tell you that. Nick didn't want to come back to the project. I got no bad blood. I believe he just wanted to focus on. To my knowledge, he wanted to focus on his music.
Yeah,
but
he did a lot of cool stuff that semester. I'll admit.
And that's the thing is I. Have seen what he does. He is extremely talented.
He's awesome, bro. He's awesome.
He's cool. I actually found out later that him and I met before Maddox, but we didn't know we met each other.
Invisible string.
And we were at a party, and he was dressed as Jack Sparrow.
What party?
Is this the party? Is this the party?
There is no way it's not.
He was Jack Sparrow. Is this the infamous?
This has to be.
All right, if you want to tell this,
explain. You explain.
Are we talking about? We're talking about
the Halloween party.
All right.
Well, they used to be best friends, so there's no way that it wasn't this party.
It had to have been.
Nick had to be there.
All right, so there was a Halloween party one time, and
in 2021.
I didn't live up here yet, so it had to have been.
I mean, I could get you the exact date.
I'm good.
Me too.
So I went to this Halloween party and I met my friend Dom. And am I allowed to tell this story?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I just want to make
I don't care.
It's so incriminating. It's
up to you.
no, fuck it.
Yeah.
Adrian talked about how he got caught fucking his girl one time. I'll be honest.
Huh?
He did. Oh, by the way, I'm about to end the podcast. I'm like, we are at our time. And Adrian just goes, yeah, I got caught having sex one time. And I was like, where the fuck did this come from? So anyways, all right, Halloween party 2021. Ish. I don't live up here yet. And my roommate at the time said, or I was asking.
That's how you got there.
Yes.
I couldn't remember how you got invited.
Said, hey, my friend Dom's throwing a party. Let me see if you can come. She asked. I go, great. And I remember showing up, meeting Dom, and I legitimately looked Dom in the face and I go, hey, thanks for inviting me. You'll probably never see me again.
They're still best friends.
We are best friends to this day. And at one point, maybe like 2 hours later, I'm standing in like the corridor or whatever, and I'm looking at this girl.
Dressed as not only Velma from Scooby-Doo, latex Velma from Scooby-Doo Monsters Unleashed, when she puts on the damn the orange latex jumpsuit.
Zoinks.
And there is a counterpart to the costume. It was a couple's costume.
So I, to the guy next to me, go, yo, I don't know who she is, but I was like, she is stunning. And the guy I'm standing next to goes, yeah, she's my girlfriend. Now, who was the one dressed as Velma?
Me. I was Velma, and my boyfriend at the time, whose house it was Shaggy.
Listen.
That is too good.
Which, by the way, I was also dressed as like Timmy Turner.
I remember.
Mm-hmm.
I remember.
Which was a last second costume.
Really good, though.
Because it was this, I don't know if there were a couple, but like they're back and forth. They wanted
Were they Cosmo and Wanda? Because I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, they're Cosmo and Wanda because I was supposed to be Superman. By the way, during all this, I'm gonna have like photos flashing up of these costumes.
Okay, this is good. And I can send you one of me too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I'm immediately deleting it.
So I was supposed to be Superman, which was the white button up, the tie pulled open,
and the shirt.
Everything. Yeah. I realized I still have my glasses on. I probably look like such a dad.
That's what you're worried about?
Well.
Well, yes.
So.
It's delicious.
What was I doing?
Timmy Turner?
Yes. So I had the white button up, the black pants, and the tie. So the guy wanted to be it was like they would go together, but they weren't like, you're good, connected. He always tries to be so quiet, and I always just acknowledge when he walks.
I didn't even notice that was a door. I thought it was a window.
No. He wanted to do a costume, but it wasn't like a couple's costume with the girl. So she so happened to have a pink hoodie, and he had a pink hat. I don't remember what their costumes were going to be, but I put it up together like, wait, if I give him this and you grab this, I was like, you guys can be Cosmo and Wanda.
Wow.
And I can be Timmy Turner.
That's crazy.
It was absolutely, and what's great is the second I walked like away from them, one girl came up to me at the party and was like, Timmy Turner. And all I was wearing was jeans and a pink hoodie.
It's a pretty iconic look though.
Yeah, and then when she, again, I have the photo. I'll probably just like blur out their faces, but
yeah,
that was one of the cooler costumes.
That was good.
And then I went back as Superman for the other years. I've done that costume since 2016. People love it. The Superman shirt, pulled open.
Classic.
So I think we skipped over Maddox, by the way.
We did. Yeah. Let's circle back.
So it was a good script, you said, and
is that really where we left off?
I think so.
Oh my God. Okay, moving on. Yeah, it was a good script. I was actually it actually sparked a lot of passion, which doesn't happen a lot when reading amateur scripts.
And it's taken a while to get it completed, which we've wrapped now. what was... Well, you have to do stand-up at one point.
Yeah.
What was it like performing stand-up to no one, pretty much?
Not that bad. I'm used to, as an actor, I'm very used to doing really, really awkward, uncomfortable stuff like dancing to no music and, performing to... I've had a lot of instances where they're like, sorry, this person's out today. You're talking to him, though. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So literally having a full conversation with this window and pretending that my co-star is there. So it wasn't that bad. I mean, we had the cast and crew there.
Yeah.
Jaden loved it.
It's
the hardest we've ever heard Jaden laugh was my opening line, which was awesome.
Him and I talked about that. He's like, I don't know, man. That just hit a spot that was funny.
Fucking funny. It was good. I wrote a good joke. Yeah. So I didn't have that hard of a time. Mm-hmm. It's also because in college and stuff, 90% of my acting training is based in monologues. You're not talking to nobody. So I was like, this is just a long monologue. It really didn't feel like awkward.
Let me tell you. Well, what's fucked up is you go first.
Uh-huh.
And we film yours, and everyone loves Eliza.
Everybody's laughing, and I wrote my material. I wrote my shit down. And Brandon, I come off, and Brandon goes, I wonder what I'm going to say.
Because the jokes that are written in the script are plot driven to an extent. But then Jaden's like, oh, we'll just have you perform just for like extra footage.
You were like,
I was like, all right, let me pull something out of the backlog.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, and he actually came to one of my shows one time. I performed at Gotham, and him and Adrian came.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, met my parents. He's like, Jaden, being the fucking workaholic he is, meets... Like, my mom leaves over and goes, hey, I know you're, like, the director and everything, and I know you're in it or whatever. He's like, yeah, cool, yeah, it's pretty good.
Get out.
That, like, to my extent, that's how that went down.
Yep.
And afterwards on the show, like, I come up to him, I was like, thanks for coming and everything, and he's like, yeah, man, real funny. So we got to lock down this filming day of, and I'm like, dude's all
time
work,
and place.
all work, that guy. I just imagine he was sitting there in the audience, and he's like, oh, if the camera moves this way.
He's literally going like this.
Yeah, he's going like this in the audience. But, all right, now, for reference, I just took the most insane Uber of my life, so my notes are all over the place. Like...
Can I see that? Your little Funko?
My little Funko,
I just want to see it.
It's a little guy.
This is really cute.
Now, you've also done a lot of stage productions.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
majored in it.
You have a BFA.
I do have a Bachelor of Fine Arts in exactly that.
I did not know that's what that meant. So... Okay.
This is
I didn't know you could take them out.
Whoa! Look how cute she is. Oh. That's so cool.
Oh. What, now you've done Hello Dolly twice.
Oh my god! You went on my fucking website.
Mm-hmm. Look through your resume and everything.
Oh, yes, I did Hello Dolly twice.
What?
I played the same part.
I was going to say, what was it like doing a show twice? Because I personally don't think I would have done a musical twice. Mm-hmm. But what led to doing it twice?
My friend and I from college, my friend Mike Maggs. I feel like you know that. Don't you kind of know him? You know of him? Name? Mike Maggs.
I thought you said Mike Maddox, and I'm like...
You're like, my brother?
My brother, yeah.
No, I don't know why I thought you like knew his name or something. Mm-hmm. Oh, hello. He found this production company that's local to both of us. It's like in a middle point for us. And he was like, they're doing Hello Dolly, and it's one of my dream roles, and I know you did it before, so like, why don't we just do it again? Like, I was like, oh yeah, like, let's audition. Like, maybe I'll play the other part this time.
Yeah. Cast the exact same role.
Well, yes. So he got the step under his dream role, and I got the same fucking part. And I was like, you know what? This is actually dope as hell. I mean, I don't need to learn the script. All I need to do is
blocking,
relearn the dancing and the blocking and all the actual run of show. Like, they're gonna put me in different shit than I was in the last production. It's gonna be totally different. I was like, this is kind of cool. So yeah, it was a really cool experience. And you have to rediscover the character. You can't just do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Because I was also older when I did it the second time. So I understood the script a lot more. So it did change.
Now, out of all the shows you've done, Bright Star, the Pirates of... listen, while my Uber driver was yapping it in my ear off...
He's Googling ElizaAndrus.com.
I pretty much went to the email you sent me and clicked on the link.
Oh, it is in my email signature.
So, also to talk about real quick, funny correlations in theater, I played Professor Ted in Disaster, and Emily, who plays Marissa in the show, played the love interest to that character. Her name's Jackie, and we had a line written that was so more for her and I, and it was like on the day I improv something, and I made a reference to it, and she did not fucking get it.
Oh.
And I was like, they're all winners.
That sucks. Okay, so
now,
where is this going?
Well, I was going to say, is there a production that is like special in your mind that you remember very vividly about, or is there a memory that is correlated to that production?
Legally Blonde was the favorite show I've ever done.
Okay.
Do you know Legally Blonde?
I do know Legally Blonde.
I was Vivian.
Okay.
I was 16, mind you, and Warner was 27.
Who? This wasn't a school production.
This was community theater. Super senior. This was a community theater. And that was just the most fucking fun I ever had. I was doing the school show at the same time, and I was having the time of my life doing this show. Especially because I was like, oh my God, like I'm 16 and all the other leads are, like 25 and up. And like, this is so fucking cool.
They're old.
They're fucking old and I'm fucking 16. And then if you know all the lore about Legally Blonde, the Broadway musical, is that Kate Shindle, who originated the role of Vivian on Broadway, and on the closing night, she went up another third or another fifth. No, she went up another third at the end of the Legally Blonde remix.
Okay.
And everybody was like, oh my God, like, Liza, you got to do that. I was like, I don't think I can fucking do that. And then on the last night, just like while we were literally at that point in the show, while I was singing the song, I just did it and it worked. I was literally like sobbing on stage. It was just the most fun that I've ever had doing a show.
So that was a very empowering theater moment for you.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of a different experience.
Okay.
I did Shrek the Musical.
So did I.
Who'd you play in Shrek?
I was in the ensemble. I did many tracks.
Okay. I was, for a couple nights, because it was like kind of a mixture of a cast, was like Farquaad's right-hand man.
Awesome.
Yeah, cool. I was like, how old was I? I was old enough to know better. And I picked, there was a second dude, and they said like, all right, when like Shrek like yells at you or whatever, pick him up, it'd be funny. Keep in mind, they say this like 20 minutes before we're going to go on stage. He's like, oh, I just had this idea. Why don't you do it? We've never done costumes. We had, I think, like swords in our hands or something.
This is all a no-no.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right. And again, I got, at that point, the upper body strength of like a 7-year-old. So Shrek yells, I pick him up. I'm like, I've got him by like 2 fingers. So I'm holding him, and I feel I'm like trembling.
I'm scared.
Shrek says like a line or whatever, and I go to turn, I tripped over my own feet. I didn't drop the kid. I fucking body slammed him on stage.
Oh my God.
The audience was dying, yo, let me tell you. Now, he's laying there, and I don't know like what happened or whatever, but in a moment of panic, I just rolled him off stage. So you heard,
I mean,
like,
you made for a really good show.
So like as he's like, ow, and you hear like thunk, thunk. Yeah,
That's really funny.
And by the way, the only note the director had for that scene after the show was
Speed it up.
What was that?
Speed it up.
Hey, we're gonna lose the swords.
Didn't even know anything
No, I just
happened.
gave this guy a fucking concussion.
You're like, no, the sword's not working.
I was just like, and I remember.
I just hit my mic pretty hard. Sorry, guys.
You're good.
not
I remember
talking to
after
you.
the show, like, my dad was still fucking laughing.
That's so funny.
He's like, you made that look so believable. I said, well, I got news for you.
Because it was real.
Go, dude's got a broken arm fucking backstage. He was fine, but Yeah.
Wow. Look, have you looked at the time recently? We've been yapping.
What time did we start?
I don't know.
I think we started a little late anyway, so
We
it's
did,
fine.
but
Also, he'll let us know.
oh, good.
But
But let me know when you want to thank our sponsor again.
we can do it now.
You want to do it now? I sent it to you. So. Well, why don't you just say something like, "Just want to thank our sponsor."
No,
Something amazing.
Oh, you may see. I had something.
I'm sorry.
Again, I'd like to thank our sponsor, which is Service Party Helpers.
At your service.
Fuck. All right.
Start over.
I'd like to thank our sponsor again, At Your Service Party Helpers. They provide servers, bartenders, grill cooks, kitchen helpers for all your in-home and off-premises parties. They handle all the setup, the cleanup, and everything in between. There's no party too big, no party too small. They're now wrapping their 17th year in business, and they're fully insured, fully trained party staff for all the needs. They are amazing, and we are even having a little party here. So I want to thank them again for sponsoring the episode.
That's fire. It's really good.
I'm never good at ad reads.
That was great. What we do need to talk about is the content of episode 1 and how we got there.
What?
Girl, whatever. We need to talk about intimacy coordination.
Okay, yeah.
So spoiler alert, in the first episode, Brandon and I kiss. Sorry if you were...
Sucks for me.
So I could say the same. Give me more of that. I'm sipping on melting ice.
Yeah, one thing... So we had 2 intimacy coordinators. One for Sarah and Adrian, and a different one for you and I. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you, as someone who had to be in both of those scenes, it's interesting to see people's tactics, and
we'll get there.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know what an intimacy coordinator is, if you've ever watched a movie, a TV show, anything that has a kiss, a sex scene, a graphic fight, or a trigger warning, suicide of any kind, that's all choreographed by an intimacy coordinator. So they come in and they work with all the actors in that scene alone. There's no outside people in the room with them. And they'll go over the script. They'll go over with what is off the table, what the content needs to provide. We sign contracts about what is okay, what's not okay, and exactly what we're going to do that day. And you can't stray away from what is literally mapped out in that contract. So if you're like, yeah, we're going to do a kiss today, and then on the day of, you're like, actually, we're going to add a sex scene. You can't do that. So we had one come in and work with us on a separate day before shooting. And we do a lot of exercises about we get very close together without making the actual contact of the kiss. This is how it all works. You'll get very close. You'll touch each other where it's okay. You'll ask permission for all of those spots. So we do this one exercise. This was on the day of shooting. We did it once before on the day before, but then we did it on the day of shooting as well. And the exercise goes, we stand very close to each other, and I would ask Brandon, can I touch your shoulder?
And yeah, you more or less, this is a terrible way to phrase it. It's kind of like just like consent the game.
It's literally consent the game.
So she goes, can you touch your shoulder? You go, yes. Mm-hmm.
And then he would come back at me with another body part to touch.
Elbow or something.
And I would say yes. But Brandon was having an issue where he couldn't think of any body parts.
I had never done a scene like this to this extent before. So, keep in mind, it's not just that. I also have Jaden waiting. I got Fiona waiting.
There were a lot of moving parts.
I am doing this, and I am running a production. Mm-hmm. I got to make sure by the time we leave this room, everything's ready. I'm stressed.
He was frazzled.
So, in a moment of frazzledness, we're going back and forth, and may I?
Yeah.
I look Eliza.
So we're like, can I touch your shoulder? Can I touch your face? Can I touch your this? And then it goes back to Brandon.
And I looked at Eliza as I'm standing less than a foot away, and I go, in a moment of panic, like, can I? Fuck. No.
And I went, no!
and I remember Olivia being like, ow!
It was quicker than that, though. He went, can I? Fuck. And I went, no!
Which is not what I meant.
We all knew what you meant, but it was just really funny.
Now, the other thing was we had the party scene, and we didn't have someone available. But at that point, we
were fine with it at that point. We didn't have an intimacy coordinator on set that day, but we were like, we know. I'm very familiar with all the tools because I've been in those productions before where I've had to go through the coordination. So I knew all the tools. I was like, we'll be fine.
And there was already so much happening that day where I was like...
It was a funny check-in that we did. Is that what you're going to talk about?
No, what?
Oh, no, continue.
What check-in did we do?
When we were like, okay, we're going to go do this kiss scene. We were like, oh, shit, Olivia's not here. This person's not here. And I was like, okay, let's just... And then I was like, let's just do one. And then we went and did it.
I don't remember that.
You don't?
I was so...
You were
I
fucking scared.
Fucking mad that day. There was a lot of shit production-wise that went wrong that day, and some stuff in my personal life that didn't help out.
Yeah, well, yes.
So I was a little fucking frazzled that day. So kissing my friend, wasn't really worried that day. But no, you handled that like a champ, and I give such kudos to Olivia for handling that scene so well. Mm-hmm. That's the other thing. We're also both, I was going to say Phillies fans, but Philadelphia.
I'm a Phillies fan.
Oh, I like the Phillies. Yeah. I mostly just because they're, well, yeah.
Well, yes.
I don't promote it like that, but.
Okay. It was a birthday present.
Birthday.
Thanks.
Oh, happy belated birthday, actually.
Oh, thanks. Didn't you texted me?
On
that day.
On the day?
Yeah.
Did you text me on my birthday?
When was your birthday?
It's in like 2 months. I also did. You did say, didn't you say you were busy for my birthday this year?
When is your birthday?
Day before Thanksgiving.
I don't see why.
Oh.
Maybe I lied.
You piece of shit.
No, I definitely didn't lie. I'm going to go on my calendar. I'll tell you exactly why I said that.
You know what's funny? I also asked Dom. I was like, hey.
Did you say he was fucking busy?
I said, I said, for my birthday this year, do you want to do something? And he goes, we'll have to see. I'm not going to call off of work for your birthday. I was like, you're a little asshole.
So I have nothing in my calendar for that day. I don't think that I told you that.
I think you did. Thought we were friends.
Yeah, you thought.
We've been friends now for about 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. How lucky for you.
Friendiversary.
Which started with just me DMing you.
Isn't that tale as old as time?
Okay, that is not... So I was at the Broadway Comedy Club. Everything all right?
This smells like my childhood best friend's house. The cup.
Plastic?
No, it's different. You don't get it.
I don't. But...
Do tell.
Wait, I thought we did another story.
We probably did.
That you... Because you and I haven't... Now, you've been there for me a lot. Mm-hmm. Like, even before I'd say we're close now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a fair assumption.
You know the TikTok sound that's like, yeah, I'm definitely your best friend.
Oh, I saw this girl was at a concert, and I guess someone shouted, like, scream if you're with your best friend or something. And one girl goes ape shit, and the other girl just stood there. And I was like, damn.
You would never hear from me again.
I'd leave the concert.
Yeah.
But no, you've been there for me, like, during when I was going through some personal stuff. And,
how did I just have her? Okay, that's fine.
We got
10?
5 bits.
5.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Damn, we have real time.
I know.
Time flies.
Book another hour. Get another sponsor. Oh, that's that coronavirus.
Jesus. But let me tell you, it is genuinely amazing having you as a friend and as someone who is a part of the creative process as a whole. You can sing, you can act. Is there anything you do well?
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
But no, and to quickly, because you mentioned TikTok, give me the backstory.
What?
Of the one where you weren't gonna drink a lot.
Right.
What's the backstory?
Okay, so you know the the videos that are like, how many girls you talking to tonight? 100. 0. And it's like them standing in the corner. So I was like, oh shit, like why don't we just flip that? Why don't we do the opposite? So we were going to this thing called Gimme Gimme Disco, and I was like, let's do this.
Wait, that's in Atlantic City?
There's a club there that's like a disco bar, yes, but this is a touring DJ show. Okay. And they were coming to Asbury, so right by me.
I was thinking of Boogie Nights.
That is what you're thinking of. Yep.
Great club. Love
Never been,
club.
Need to go.
Oh, it's a great club.
So
my birthday this year.
We're going to Boogie Nights. So I was like, let's just flip the script. Let's do like, how many drinks are you having tonight? Oh, I'm not going to drink tonight. I'm not going to drink tonight. And then I was like, we have to get fucking crazy. We have to go fucking nuts for this video. And Haley was like, what should I do? Like, what should I do? Meanwhile, we were having this conversation in the middle of the floor. We couldn't hear shit. So I was like, just scream really loud. I turned the flash on. I put the phone up in her face and she just fucking screams. And I was like, that's fucking funny. And then I was like, oh shit, I don't know what mine's going to be. Mine's got to be pretty good because yours is really good. And then Rasputin comes on, and we were like, what the fuck is up? What the fuck do you mean Rasputin's coming on at the club? So I was like, this is it. We had taken a clip before. I was like, this is a safety. Like, if we don't get anything better, we'll use that one. Then fucking Rasputin comes on. I said, delete that shit. Here's my phone. Get this. And I started doing the Rasputin. And I was like, this shit's going to do good. Wasn't expecting it to do, 6 million views good. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's the story. And, Gimme Gimme Disco reached out to me after the video blew up, and they gave me 2 free tickets.
Did you go back?
I have yet to use them.
Yo, get these cameras off the tripods. Let's go.
Going to Gimme Gimme Disco.
No, and that's the thing is, I don't know. You say her name's Haley? Mm-hmm. Ironic. Mm-hmm. I don't know her, but you dancing Rasputin, you would do that here.
Yeah, I do it all the time, actually.
You are one of the boldest. I don't even know if it's bold. It's just one of the most, like, you don't.
I'll do anything to get a laugh. I don't care. Don't care who's watching. Don't care what they think. Because it's going to make people laugh.
Because I went to the bar the other night.
Copyrighted. Can't say it.
We went last night, my roommate and I, and it was not his vibe at all. And they started playing like Mr. Brightside.
The classics.
Yeah, like it's the white people anthem.
Yeah.
And I just remember like I am going nuts.
Yep.
This is like, I'm loving this. Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, there's always cover bands. Cover bands, they play the same songs.
Awesome. Keep it that way.
Absolutely.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
They play Life is a Highway. Bitch, I go crazy.
That's a good one.
I love Life is a Highway. It's one of my favorite songs. So I'm like going nuts. And we're there for like a couple hours or so, or like an hour or two. And at one point I just turn around and he's like, I'm at home.
Oh my God.
He's like, yeah, I'm good. And then in the
with
most
without
like,
you going home.
In the most chill way possible, I was like, all right, I'll finish this. I'll just come with you. I was like, were you not having fun? He goes, it's a cool vibe. He's like, but I'm almost done Batman Arkham City, which is an Xbox 3. Him and I are both playing that right now.
He wanted to go home and finish the damn game.
He's like, I'm at a really good place. He's like, I got a lot of Riddler trophies and everything. Like,
this is so innocent. He really just wanted to go home and play games.
He is very much like just a kind of vibe dude and everything. Like, he's definitely, well, right before we go out, he's like, you sure want to go here? He's like, you don't want to like go sit down, have a drink, talk a little bit? And I'm like,
he was begging you to change the vibe.
I was like, are you taking me out for a drink right now?
Yeah, he wants it.
No, but yeah, that's the thing is him and I are definitely two different party hanging out, going out people. I feel like I'd be fucking exhausted going with you.
No, I don't go out a lot.
Why do you lie to my face?
That one weekend, yes, I did. But usually I genuinely, I drink once a month. I just don't enjoy drinking that much. I don't enjoy clubs and bars. I pick like one day to go out a month. It's not my vibe.
But you're always on side quest.
I'm always on a fucking side quest.
Always. You're always doing something.
Last weekend was a fluke because it was my birthday, and then was that all the same weekend? It was my birthday, and then something was happening Saturday, and then Sunday Haley and I went back out to go. We crashed See Here Now because it's right by where we live, and we did
I
sneak
wasn't
in.
going to bring that up, but that is your story to
we
tell.
did sneak in.
You want to tell that quick
So
story?
that was a big weekend. We have no time. We are out of time. It has totally been 5 minutes.
He hasn't stopped us.
He will.
Tell your story.
It's not much of a story. It's just we were in Asbury.
You broke into a concert. Yeah, not that much of a story.
Yeah, a festival that people paid, hundreds and hundreds of dollars to be at. I got in for free. We were going around. We started at our favorite, the gay club, Paradise, on a Sunday. They were having a drag show, so it's chill on Sundays. We were like, let's go. Let's just see how the drag is, because there's this one queen there that we really like. And then it was kind of lame, so we were like, let's leave. I was talking. So we left, and we were like, let's see how close we can get to See Here Now, because we were right on the boardwalk. So we started going up to the rooftops of every hotel to see if we could see over Convention Hall. Like, we were just trying to see it and hear it. We weren't even trying to get in. And then we walk around, going to the next hotel, and we were like, that's a pretty big hole in the fence. We were like, we could 100% get in that way. And then we were like, wait, but if we go in this way, that's just the food area. You might still have to scan a wristband to get into the actual venue. So we were like, let's not risk it. And we were just talking about it outside of one of the restaurants on the boardwalk. We were like, damn, I would give somebody $50. It was 9:00. The show had an hour and a half left. I was like, I'd give somebody $50 if they're going home. They're not going to use their wristband. Like, we just want to go for the last hour and hear Bruce. And this couple walks past us and they go, oh, here. We were like, are you just giving these to us? And they were like, yeah, we're going home. There's an hour left. Just go. And they were like, just don't buy anything.
Want to beat the traffic.
Yeah. They were like, just don't buy anything because the chip is linked to our credit cards. We were like, oh, we don't even want to drink. We're like, we just want to go. So Haley gets it on her wrist. I couldn't fucking get it on mine. I swear to God, the woman who took it off is an aunt.
That's also bold. Like, I would not, knowing my credit card's linked to that.
I know. I wanted to give them my phone number or something to give them that peace of mind of like, we're not going to take your money. I swear to God. So we freak out. Haley gets it on. I couldn't get it on. I genuinely almost broke my pinky trying to get the wristband on. It hurt really, really bad. Couldn't get it on. And we were like, fuck, what do we tell security? And we were like, oh, duh, got it. She didn't take her wristband off. I took mine off because our friends left and they said they weren't coming back. They went back in and I had already taken my wristband off. I can't get it back on. Can we please go back in? She didn't take hers off. She'll just scan it. And we were like, all right, let's go. So we talked to the first security guard. We told him our fake story, and he was like, I don't really know if they're gonna let you in. We were like, can we just talk to the next one? So we go into the fucking checkpoint, and we talked to the next one, and we were like, our friends said they were leaving, so I took my wristband off. She didn't even take hers off, but I cannot get mine back on. But they went back in, like they didn't end up leaving, and they have all our stuff. Like we don't know what to do. And she was like, I really can't let you in. I'm really not supposed to. And
using that VFA.
Literally, both of us are trained in acting, so we were like, this is perfect. And we were like, fuck, they have all our shit. We were like, she didn't even take hers off. Like, I just can't get mine back on because I thought we left, so I took it off, and now it's too small. She was like, I don't know, I'm really not supposed to. And then we kind of just kept going back and forth for like a minute or two with her. And she was like, you know what? I want you guys to experience this anyway. I'm not supposed to let you in, but whatever, just scan it. And then we were in.
Luckiest motherfucker I've ever met.
Yeah.
Insane.
Lit, crazy movie. And then we went to another bar on the boardwalk after called Low Dive. And they do something on Sunday nights called Boardwalk Boogie, which is where they have a DJ there who spins vinyl and does all 70s. It's fucking awesome. We stayed there till literally 1:30.
Damn.
Yeah, we had a crazy Sunday.
On a Sunday, too.
I was supposed to go out tonight. I bailed. Too much.
We're going out.
Nope.
Yep. Sorry, give me the wrap up.
Yeah, we're done.
Anyways, also I want to, first of all, thank you for
having me.
Coming on the podcast.
Yeah, this is great.
Thank you to our sponsor, At Your Service.
Thank you, At Your Service Party what the hell? At Your Service Party Helpers. If y'all need a grill cook, a bartender, a server, text 732-245-5365.
And thank you again. All right. Thanks for watching.
Okay, bye.
I thought he was gonna walk in at one point and just be
Oh.
like, just hang out till we stop recording. I guess he was waiting on me. Okay.
Take my little friend home.